Well, hello, my many friends. Welcome to another wonderful and exciting Tuesday night live sale on the big channel with the big guy here at Skunky Junk. Claudia, Sherry, hello. I see you guys popping in and I appreciate you very much. And here we go tonight. We have all kinds of fruity stuff and we got all kinds of birdie stuff. So we've got some fruit and some birds and some feathered friends. Lemmy Lemon, hello. Welcome to the big show. So, got a lot of stuff tonight. Mostly stuff that you haven't seen before. Maybe just a couple of repeats from long time back. So it's all pretty fresh, pretty exciting. I think I saw that Dee and Crafty Jackie, two of my faithful friends here, are having a competing sale tonight. So if you're flipping back and forth, welcome and goodbye and hello and goodbye and hello and goodbye. Glad that you are here though. So let me know when theirs is done and get the people over there to come on over here. That'll be great. Hello. Let me think. Georgia. Hello, Georgia. Hope everybody's doing well. We're off to a good week. Mother's Day is coming. For myself, not at all ready for that. Haven't done what I need to do. Don't tell Carol. So Carol's over here in the wings, and she's going to try and keep things on track. We, as always, we are shipping from Washington State. We try to do all of our invoicing tonight, right after the sale, as much as we can. Every once in a while, there's something big or crazy that throws a loop in or throws a kink in things. So I do have a couple of items from last week. If you did not get an invoice from me last week, I haven't forgotten you. I didn't ignore you. I just didn't find a box early on to get your stuff to you. So we will invoice you tonight. I believe now I have boxes that'll fit all that stuff. And we will, except for that, well, I don't think she's here. But anyway, we sold that giant, enormous vase. And I'm not sure that we have a box for that anyway. I'm trying to find one, but it's unbelievable how big the box needs to be. Hello, Chad. Welcome. At any rate, we do our best, you guys. We are doing this on the side and we're amateurs. So we appreciate when people are patient with us when things don't just go exactly like we sort of expected them to. Sometimes you get something all wrapped up in enough bubble wrap to make it feel safe to get it to you, and then all of a sudden it doesn't fit the box that we thought it was going to fit. So we try to only put things in the sale that we know we can ship, but then we run into trouble. So that we're learning. We're getting there. Anyway, so tonight, birds and fruit and birds. So let's jump right in because we got a lot of stuff. We have some Leo Ward birds tonight. We have some pottery. We have some ceramics. We have some dishware. We have some fabrics. We have some salt and peppers. We have so much stuff. Joanne, hello, my friend. Thanks for sending me the little note to let me know that you had received your box. I appreciated that. Glad you got it and glad it came through safely. Let's see, where shall we start? Let's start with, oh gosh, it's so hard to know. Let's start with this. It's already stuffed. So this, you guys, I got this, just going to be upfront about where I got this. This is a Occupied Japan, that's what it says on the bottom, hand painted, made in Occupied Japan. It is an apple. It is a wall pocket. Has the hole on the back so you can hang it right there on your wall. It's kind of a cool one because it's even colored on the back, which is kind of rare. It's in pretty good shape. Let me just tell you where I got this. I got this from Nancy at This Overstuffed House. And I wanted it for a particular thing, and it didn't work in that spot. So I'm just going to pass it along for what I got it for, what I paid for it from Nancy. So it has, and it had at that time too, a couple of little flaws. So there is a spot here where it almost seems like that's glazed over, but then the red underneath, I don't know exactly what happened there. But anyway, let's call it a chip. It's a spot where there's no color for sure. And then there is a little chip right here on the leaf as well. So that's a chip. And I don't know what to call that, but we'll call it a chip. You don't feel it. The glaze feels like it goes right over that. But anyway, there it is. It's a little spot on the front. So it's the size of a wall pocket. Occupied Japan, really, really beautiful apple. This would be good for a teacher or anything like that. Just if you do lots of fruit in the summertime, springtime, summertime, this is just kind of a great little piece for you. So I really, really love this, but right now it's just kind of hanging around in my house without a spot to go. And so it needs to go. So this is going to cost you, if you're interested, $15, number 24. $15, number 24 for the Apple Occupied Japan, so quite old wall pocket. I really do like that. It has lots of crazing on it, but it's not like crazing that looks like it's going to crack. It just looks like, fun old crazing makes it seem old. It's not super, super clean inside, but it is wiped out at least. So somebody put something in there that, wasn't great. Anyway, there you go. $15 on that guy. Let's do a bird. We have I'm going to just be honest, more birds than fruit, but we have a lot of both. So we're going quick tonight. So jump in. Remember, if you are feeling like, oh gosh, I really, really want a chance at that, and I don't want to lose out on it, you can always ask for something to be an offer up. We usually don't need that here. We don't have, so many people that there's a lot of competition for items. So this is a little lime green swan. It says on the bottom, MK. Copyright MK. Now, I did not figure out what MK is. So that's what it says, but I don't know anything more than that. I couldn't find any reference to MK that seemed like it would be relevant to a ceramic small swan. So this is small. It's real cute. So this is like the kind of size that you could put a little, just like a little air plant or something like that in there, and it would look really good. It'd be a great bathroom piece. You couldn't really put a votive in there just because the shape of the hole is not perfectly round, but there you go. So it is in good shape. It doesn't have chips or cracks, but it has a couple of weird little things that happened when it was made. One of those is here. So it looks like just like a little extra chunk there, but it's got glazed over like it was just part of the swan, but it's a little extra weird thing. And then there's a tiny little one here on the wing as well. So those aren't chips. They were there when it was glazed and made and turned into a swan. She's really cute. I love her face. This very, very sweet little face. Hi, Proud American. How are you? What's that? Nice. So I think that Delbert is on Joni's channel tonight. It is tonight, isn't it, Delbert? Confirm that for me, because I'm excited to see you in person on Joni's channel. So that's exciting. So after our sale, we'll all have to go over there and see Delbert, everybody. Confirmed. Yeah, that's what I thought. Hi, Kim. So that's awesome. We're so glad that you're here, Delbert, and we will follow you right on over to Joni's and support you there. It's going to be awesome. Oh, don't be nervous. It's just us. We're all your friends. Anyways, so I'm sidetracking myself. What am I doing? I'm all over the place. This little green swan. It's a really nice kind of a springy lime green. On the screen, it looks just about right. It's maybe just a little bit more saturated, the color. It's a really pretty little swan. And this is going to be $12, number 29. $12, number 29 for the swan. I guess I should probably measure it just because it is smaller. So I want you to know its size. So let's go like front to back this way, measuring it just like that. It is right about 3.5 inches. And so tallness, it is about 3.5 inches also. And somehow I just got something on it. It wasn't on there before. Anyway, that'll wipe right off. I don't know what I got into. Anyway, there you go. Little swan, $12. Okay, we just did a planter. Let's not do another planter. Let's do a little. So I did do this one other time and didn't have the right buyers in the sale. So let's see if they are here tonight. This is cherry blossoms. So that's as close as you're going to get to cherries for this piece anyway. doesn't have actual cherries on it, but it does have cherry blossoms. This is the Jeanette cherry blossom pattern, and it is, of course, uranium. So it glows nicely. It's an older piece that has just a ton of uranium. It glows great. It's very bright in here in this room, but I think you're still getting the sense of it. So this guy here is a tumbler. So it's the size 4¼ tall. I don't know. What would you say? How many ounces would this be, Carol? 6, 8 ounces? What would you guess? 6-ish ounce glass. So it's a nice size glass for a little water glass at dinner time or whatever. But really, it's a really perfect little thing to put your pencils and pens in, set it there by your phone or whatever. It has no chips or cracks. So if you do put pens in it, please put them in carefully so you don't bang it all up. This guy's in really great shape. There's no flea bites or anything. It really is a nice one. Wants to know about Joni. Oh, who is Joni? So, Vintagerous. Joni is the host of the show on the Vintagerous channel. She's located in BC. She follows right after our sale. So, we usually go straight from Kim's OM Vintage sale to mine and then on over to Joni. So, Proud American, just search YouTube. Look at Vintagerous just as Proud American, just put it in there and you'll find her very, very easily. And then when you go there after our sale, all of us will be there because we all support Joni. Joni sells really, really great stuff, and I'm excited to see what Delbert sells. Delbert, give us a little hint of some of the stuff you've got for sale tonight. Yeah, Joanne, she did her first sale recently, and she did a great job. And it wasn't as nerve-wracking and scary as she thought it would be. And Joni will make it easy. Joni's so sweet. I love Joni. I've done a show with Joni before too. Anyway, I think that you can see the design on there. It's the cherry blossoms, and it's a cup, and it's green, and it's for sale. So let's see. That's going to be $8, number 13. $8, number 13 for the really, really, really nice uranium glass. Oh, lost your black light. Well, good. Then buy my uranium, folks, because Delbert doesn't have any for sale. Okay, let's do speaking of cherries. Oh, Claudia. Okay, we'll send it to you, Claudia. I can accept that. You know, I'm picky about where my things go, but I'll let them go to Claudia's house because I like Claudia. Love you, dear. Thank you. So just a little heads up. Hello, Michelle. Welcome. Huh? And Mary, hi. Oh, okay. Well, Claudia, we'll just start filling a box for you. Speaking of Claudia, next week, you guys, for the first time in just the longest time, I'm going to have no sale. I have to take the week off. I'm coordinating and leading and facilitating a whole management retreat for work. All of my managers are coming into town, and I'm going to be just so busy that I just had to say no to next week. So for the first time in forever, there will be no sale here on the Skunky Junk channel, but there will still be a Skunky sale, and it'll be on Claudia's channel. So everybody mark down now, grab your sticky note and write down Claudia K Vintage. After this sale, make sure that you go there and subscribe to her channel if you aren't already. And at this same time, instead of coming here, next week you will go there. And then you'll come right back here the next week. But Claudia is going to be the skunk of the week. So awesome. Thank you so much, Claudia, for doing that. Okay, so here we have another little wall pocket. Woo woo! Another little wall pocket. This is a quite old one, but I just have never quite been able to learn as much about it as I want to. It has writing on the back that's like indented in there. Try and get it to shine on it just right so you can see that there is writing. There's writing, but I don't know what it says. I just can't read it. It's just impossible. I think the second word is California. So I think this came from California. I think it's a California pottery piece. Somebody drilled a hole in it and added this little piece so that you can hang it. They did a nice job of that, and it didn't seem to have cracked this, but just know that happened. So it is ceramic piece. It's a half cup, and it has cherries on the front, and that's what you really need to know about it. It's pretty much the whole story. It's a wall pocket. You guys, I bring so many wall pockets. I really, really, really want somebody to I want somebody to start a wall display of all wall pockets. I think it would look so cool. So anyway, Chad, I do have one of these coming up. Have a couple of things that have strawberries on them. So yeah, Chad, I do. So I'll jump into those pretty quick here. Anyway, so here you go. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am a wreck tonight. This guy's 3.5 inches tall, 6 inches wide. It's got cherries on it. I need to tell you, it has one little flaw right here on this. So I've been showing this the whole time and you haven't noticed it. So bear that in mind. That here on this leaf, there is a little chip there, and it's been there for a long time because it's discolored. So it's not like a white, pure white, recent chip. It's an old chip, but it is there. It's on that leaf right there. Little chip, but it's there. But the beautiful cherries, this has the look to me of like a Mary Engelbreit piece. It feels Mary Engelbreitish, but it's way, 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 way older than that. So the color is just on the front of the cherries. If you look at it sideways from the side, you can see on the back they are not colored on the back. So assuming that was cold painted on and not all the way around. That's the whole story of the cherry half cup wall pocket. It's $12 and it's number 79. Do you want it at your house? $12. There you go. We'll send it to you. Let's do that cherry piece for Chad. Oh, sorry. Yeah, strawberry. You'll be wise and tell dad jokes. Very good, Claudia. I can send you a few dad jokes if you need them. Oh, Chad, my dear Chad. There is no selling order here. If you had the misimpression that this is an organized thing, you're really, really far off. But I'm glad that I've managed to fool you this long. No, this is just utter chaos. So we will sell whatever we want, whenever we want. So it's a little strawberry. It's one of those milk glass strawberry jam jars. Oh my Lord, I did not wipe this out. I thought I had cleaned everything out today. I promise people I will wash this before I send it to you, but it has some crumbs down in there. But it's just nice white milk glass. So this one I think is the one that is perfect. I mean, in terms of it doesn't have chips. Yeah. So no chips around the top of this, no little flea bites or anything. The red is in really quite good shape on there. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, there's a tiny spot here on the, like right on the rim, which is where the lid sits. So you don't see that. But anyway, there is just the tiniest spot there where the red wasn't supposed to have been anyway, but where it was, it rubbed off. So the lid also has no flea bites or chips. Okay, so I take it back. So on the lid, there is a little bit of it looks like a little chip here on the very end. So you don't notice it, but when you're feeling it, it feels sharp. So you can kind of see there where it goes, where the white goes up. So it isn't quite perfect. I thought it was, but it's not. So it does have a little chip on the underside of the lid. When it is sitting on here, that's not something you notice, and it looks really, really nice. But anyway, I guess it's not perfect, so I won't sell it as perfect. Okay, so it's the strawberry jam jar. And it is, yeah, so we'll do $12, number 30. $12 because it has the little chip. So no pressure there, but that's what that is, $12, number 30. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Laffy Taffy will do it. There you go. Okay. Chad wants it. Well, Chad, there's no pressure. Just because you mentioned it, don't feel like you're pressured then to buy it. You really, I know that you do a lot of resale, and it's hard to resell if it's got chips. So this one's going to be a little Avon bird, and so the way it works is it's a little red bottle. It's about the size of an egg, and it is all the way full. Well, it's full to to here, like I think that would have been full of whatever cologne this is. And it smells like old Avon. Yum, yum. So there's the little glass. This is glass. It's a satin glass, kind of a reddish color. And then the silver overlaid. This is not the actual lid. It has a plastic lid, but this just sits on top to make it look like a cute little silver and red bird. Look at that. So lovely. So this is called Charisma Cologne. If you're a person who knows your Avon colognes, this particular one was Charisma. I would say that as I smell it, I don't necessarily smell charisma. I smell a little bit more dated, but there you go. So it's a little cute Avon cologne. You can choose to use it or you can choose to look at it. I'm going to choose to look at it. So this guy here is $5, number W. $5, number W. For the little Avon bird. Let's see. Let's do one of these. I have tonight, and now don't get mad at me, because it is true that tomatoes are fruit. So don't argue. There's several tomatoes tonight. I bought a whole lot of tomato things, so you're going to see some tomatoes. So these are salt and peppers, and they are made in Japan, and they have their little corks. So there's the Japan stamp and the cork on the bottom there. And these are all cold painted. That one has its little cork, and Japan is written down in there. Come on, focus, Betsy. There you go. Look at that. So the cold paint is in really pretty good shape. It's never perfect on these things. Red cold paint seems like it's just never totally perfect. So look at this one. You can see that the green and everything, and then the red are there. There's some white spots in between. It's just, they didn't do a perfect job of painting it in the first place. I don't think it's paint loss. In fact, I don't see paint loss. And then it has the little basket that they sit in. So the main paint loss that I see is on these two little red things, which I'm going to say maybe those were supposed to be little radishes. I'm not sure that I want to speculate much beyond that, but they look like maybe they had purpley red on them, and there isn't much of that left, but there you go. So on the bottom here, it says made in occupied Japan. So the base was made in occupied Japan. The tomatoes only say Japan, so take it for what it is. So this is small. They're little dinky little salt and pepper shakers, like individuals almost, but that's what you got. So salt and pepper shakers. There's no chips, no cracks. There's no repairs to this. It's in really good shape, really. Overall, very good shape. And this one is going to be $9, number 94. $9, number 94 for this salt and pepper tomato set. Okay, set that over there carefully. Let's do, I don't know if Chad's going to have interest in these, but we will show them next, just in case, while Chad's here. While he's here, let's make hay while the sun shines. So these are milk glass plates. Yeah, I am going to be going to sleep with that smell in my nose tonight. You're absolutely right, Claudia. So these are like dessert size plates, probably 7 inches. Sorry. These are 7-inch milk glass plates. They're reticulated. They have the holes in them. This is nice, older milk glass. You can see, hopefully, so look right up there. Okay. See where my orange light is right there? I'm going to hold one of these holes up to that light, and you'll be able to see kind of that ring of fire around the glass where the light shines through. Can you see that? I'm not sure. Maybe you can't see it so well on screen, but it does have that around the edges where you can see the light through the glass. It's really, really pretty. So it's a very nice looking, cool looking milk glass. There's no chips or cracks that I noticed on these. They are there's 3 of these plates, and they have the scalloping and then the scallops within the scallops all the way around the edge. They were pressed, so there's spots where it's just a little tiny bit sharp, but as I felt around, I didn't feel any flea bites or chips or anything like that. So the first one is the apples. They're hand painted. That's what's stamped on the back, hand painted. So there's the apples. there's strawberries, and there are pears. Pears. So apples, strawberries, and pears. Give me just a moment to go around the edge one more time and just make sure that I feel like I can safely say that I don't see chips or cracks. I really do. And the strawberries. So we're going to sell these as a set of 3 strawberries, pears, and apples. I really do think that these are in good shape, you guys. So apples, strawberries, not cherries, apples, strawberries, pears. That's what you get. Get the apple, strawberry, pear dance. So 3 of these, I think I said they were 7 inches across. And for the 3 of those, and so again, hand painted, and the hand painting has been treated very nicely, so that I don't see where there's chips or anything on, or I guess it wouldn't be chips, it would be like, smudged off. The only one that has a little bit is this strawberry on the end right here, like a little bit of rubbing, or perhaps it was done that way to give it dimension. I don't know. It doesn't, you can't see that it's rubbed off. Likely that's what happened, but it just gives them some dimension to the strawberry. So it really looks quite fine, even just as it is. So you get the 3 plates, and do understand that shipping plates isn't the easiest in the world. So they take a lot of bubble wrap and ends up being a large box. So just know that, be warned. They're $18 and they are excuse me, what did you say, Carl? Number 26, thank you. Number 26, $18 for the 3 pretty white milk glass plates with hand painting. These would be just such a beautiful display. If you have a 3 plate rack, these are what you need on that for the summer. They're really, really pretty. Okay, where am I going to put those safely? Okay, what else have we got here? What can we impress you with? My mom and I went to the Great Junk Hunt this weekend. At the Great Junk Hunt was here at the Puyallup Fairgrounds and got some really cool things. So let me sell you something from that. That's underneath. I kind of overpaid for this, but it was fruity and I wanted it for this week's sale. So there you go. I'm not going to make money on this one, but so it's these decals. So they're in the original package. It's unopened. I don't know how old these are, but they have no UPC symbol on them. So they're pretty old, and you can tell just from looking at them, you can get the sense of age that they have. So easy to apply. You apply them with warm water, then you remove from the water and set the decal aside for a minute, and then you slide it off onto your whatever you're sliding it off onto. So the decals themselves have got just a little bit of that yellowing they around their edges where the plastic is. So this is, you sometimes find items with these kind of decals on them and they have that yellowing. And these are yellowed, even though they haven't been put on anything yet. But they'll give, you could put these onto a ball jar or something like that and give it that really kind of cool old vintage look. Or of course, you could use these in a display just as they are in the really cool package. So these were 20 cents when they were brand new. What? Yeah, they do. They look kind of like Sure-Gel labels. So I'm trying to see how many are in here because I don't really want to open it. It might just be those 4, but it doesn't really say. They're by the Meyer Decor Company of Chicago, and you're getting at least 4 decals. I can't tell you exactly for sure how many there are. That's not great advertising on their part, but the package doesn't give the number. Oh wait, hold on. It opens at the top. No, it doesn't. Anyway, I think that there's those 4 that you can see. I don't know if there's any more behind it. I can't tell. I'm going to guess maybe not. I think maybe it's just the 4, but I don't know that for sure. And so along with that, you're going to get this fun little pick. So this is a metal pick that you can put it into whatever. A great thing to put into your small little planters, it would be great in one of those, because it's a small little pick. It would be a good one for your kitchen. It's got a carrot, it's got a radish, it's got a mushroom, and it's got I guess it's a red pepper. So I guess that's not fruit, but it's as fruity as it's going to get coming along with these decals. So you're getting this pick with the plastic vegetable fruit, and then you're getting these decals with the decali fruit. And that's what you're going to get. You're going to get both of those together. And if you want those two items as a pack, you're going to have to pony up $18, number 36. $18, number 36 for that. People are joining. Steph, hello, welcome. And Dirt Road Memories, welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad you guys are here. You gals, you friends. And don't smell the things. That looks like an egg. Yeah, it does look like an egg. Geneva and Skunky, and hello everybody. Good. Okay, I'm caught up. All right, where are we? Are we on to a bird, or are we on to let's do a bird. What the heck? Let's do a bird. Let's do this one. So this is a Bluebird of Happiness. This one's actually in really good shape. This one is nice and shiny, not overly scratched. Now that's maybe giving you a little bit of a sense of a preview of what might be to come. I have tonight a red and a green one as well. They haven't fared quite as well, but this one is a shiny, bright, beautiful blue. And it's the regular sized one. It's about that big. Toe to tail, it is 4 inches. So it's the kind of regular size Bluebird. Now, it's got the little Bluebird of Happiness sticker on the bottom, made in the USA, Terra Studios. But then the sales sticker, where whoever originally sold it, is sitting right atop the signature. So I'm going to say that I'm pretty sure it's Leo Ward, because before the sticker, you can see an L, and after the sticker, you can see a D. So I'm pretty sure that's Leo Ward, but I think it's 96. It looks like 96. Hi, Mary. You want the green one? Okay, well, we'll do the green one next then, just for you. So Bluebird of Happiness, 4 inches, in great shape. Its little beak is nice and rounded. It hasn't fallen on its beak and had a crack there. I saw one actually at the Great Junk Hunt this weekend, and I left it there because its little beak had been broken. So don't like that when they're sharp on the beaks. So the Bluebird of Happiness is going to be $25, and it's number 17. So 1996, Leo Ward, Bluebird of Happiness, 4 inches, $25, number 17. If anybody's interested in a little happiness in their life, you guys, these look so great in a window. There's something about the glass that they use that these just really pick up the light, and they just sort of emanate beautiful color. They feel so nice with the sun shining through them in a window. Yes, they do. That's probably why they call them Bluebird of Happiness. They make you happy. Let's do another bird. Oh, sorry, we're going to do the green one. I forgot. Let's do the green one. Okay, this one says Ron Ray, 1995. It's the Sunshine Factory in Fayetteville, Arkansas. And I don't know what they call the green bird. I don't know what they call him. He's not a Bluebird of Happiness because he's green. He has a good beak. His beak has not been broken. And but let's look closely at this guy. Who was it? Mary that said she wanted him. Now, before you jump in here, Mary, just make sure you understand this guy is scuffy. And so if you have something that could buff him out, that might be what he would benefit from. But he has just some scuffy around on him. So he's not quite as shiny and delicious looking. He is kind of scuffy. But the green ones don't come up as often either. So, it's kind of a give and take on that. You find the blue ones more often, find the green ones less often, but when you find them, you pick them up even if they have a bit of scuff on them. So I don't want to say scratched. He doesn't have like gouges or scratches in him, but he just is scuffy. He's been scuffed some. It's like somebody was carrying him around in their purse or something. There's a little bubble in the glass there that's way down inside. want you to see that. And I'm not sure that the scuffiness is going to really show up so well, but I'm going to just try to do my best to show that to you. So, no serious problems with him, but he doesn't have quite the perfect, shiny, glowy wonderfulness that he would have before he got a little scuffy. So there you go. That's the story of the green one, my friend Mary. So if you're interested in this guy, everybody be ready. He also is $25 and he is number 34. He's the same size-ish, right around 4 inches. And that's from beak to bum. That's how I'm measuring. And so that's what you get. So the green is a really lovely, lovely green. I like the green. It's like a 7-Up green kind of. So there you go. What happened? Ah, Leanne CA. Hello, Leanne. Leanne wanted that, and so did Claudia, and so did Mary. Oh, Mary, I'm sorry. Mary had said she wanted the green one, friends. Well, I see Leanne first. Do you see Leanne first? There you go. Goes to Leanne for $10 million. Sorry, Mary. Okay, we're going to do another Avon piece. I don't buy a lot of Avon, but here we go. There's the second Avon piece tonight. So this is, I love just the box on this even. I love those lovebirds in the cherry tree. And so inside the box is a couple of candles. The candles, they've like really enclosed those in there for me. So they're nice kind of white, off-white candles. And on the candles are those candle rings that show the little, that are ceramic, and they have the little lovebirds on them. And the lovebirds are sitting on a cherry tree with the little cherry blossom underneath. So I got to set this down carefully so that I can try and get that to focus for you. There's two of them. I'm just going to hold the one up so that you can try to see that, get it to focus. So once you burn up your candle, doesn't so much matter that these are candles. They're old candles and they're a little bit discolored, kind of an off-white. You can buy any kind of candles you want because this little piece here, which is the piece that matters, just comes right off and it'll slip right onto your other candle that you buy. They say on the back, Avon 1983. So I'm thinking that is when these were sold, is in 1983. So they're fairly vintage. They are in perfect shape. As far as no chips, no cracks. And, so they're in great shape and you can use those. They were made in Brazil. There's the second one. The candles haven't been burned. If you are desperate for candles, you can use those as well. And the box is still in great shape. So there you go. It's all in great shape and it's ready to go to your house and live there forever and ever and be very happy for the whole rest of its life. And if you want to have that, all you have to do is throw a number into the chat. And it's number 42 for $14. $14, number 42. $14, number 42. That's a good one. I like that one. Let's see. Let's do this one. This one's kind of fun. This is in a little cute little box, and the box has all of this writing on it that is of Asian descent, and I am not going to venture to guess what language that is because I just don't know. And it says on this side, made in China, so that might be a clue, but it might not. Don't know. On the top, it says Bluebird. And so inside of this cute little box is a cute little bird. So it's this little metal bird, and the little key is in there, so you can wind him up. I don't know the age of this. I kind of have a suspicion that it's not overly old. I just want to say that. I don't think that it's super old. But let's see, how am I going to show you this? I'll try it on here. Oh, don't fall off. So anyway, he goes hoppity hop hop right across your table or your book. So there you go. That's so cute. My great grandma Baker had little tin toys like this. Hers were very antique, very old. But as little kids, we just got such a kick out of them. They're so fun. But anyway, this would be a really cute one for your tiered tray or any display. And it works, so it's fun to play with too. Has its little key. The key will be in the box. The bird will be in the box. The box will be in your house. If you give me $12 and you put in the number 12. So $12 for the little Bluebird, metal Bluebird, made in China. Not sure how old, but very cute. Looks vintage if it's not vintage. And it's $12, number 12. Claudia, do you have a red one? I do have a red one. It's a little bit scuffy too. Not gonna lie. Anyway, there you go. We'll get to that guy later. So let's do golly jeepers, what should we do? Let's do it's so many choices. I just get so perplexed. Let's do this. I don't know. What the heck? Let's do a planter. This one was a little bit grimy earlier today, and I just scrubbed and scrubbed, and now it's nice and clean. It had some tape residue and stuff, and I got that all off of there. So it does have some, it has a ring in here of where something was in there. That just doesn't come off. That's just a stain right around the inside of there. It's not terrible, but it is a stain inside there. On the outside, not so much stain. So this guy, what? Oh, ho, ho. But Claudia's favorite color is purple, and I don't know if there are purple ones. I think there probably are, but I've never bought one. I've never found one. Anyway, so this is a little planter, and it's got this really pretty tulip. That's where you plant your planter plants. And then it's got this cute little kind of maroon colored, sort of pinkish, sort of maroonish colored bird there. And you don't plant anything on him. You just look at him and you say, "Oh, aren't you cute, you little bird next to my little plant in my tulip." And that's what you say, and that's what it is. It's got color all the way around to the back, kind of. It looks like that on the bottom, just a little bit of dirty on the ends where it sits on your table. This part looks kind of cool. So when it's sitting down, you can see right through there. See that? See you in there? You can see right underneath of the bottom of it, like that. Hello. Anyway, that's what you got. So on the bottom, there is a weird little flaw, and I can't just decide. It doesn't seem like it's a crack. It seems like it was a flaw when it was made. So I'm going to show that to you. It's like a crack there, but it's not like oh, it got banged crack. It's like oh, it cracked when it was being fired or something. You don't have the sense that, oh, yikes, that thing's going to break any minute. I just don't think so. This is the kind of heavier pottery, kind of like the stuff that was made in California. I don't know for sure if this was made in California. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that's the feel that it has. It's got some heft to it, some stability to it. It's kind of a substantial piece. I don't know who made it, but it is cute. So it's a little bird and a little flower, and it's a little planter. So there you go. It's about 6 inches this way. So that's the size, maybe about 4 inches tall, a little less than 4 inches tall, I would say. And so it's a little bird planter, and that's what you get. So now you know everything about it. And now you just want to have it in your house, and you want to look at it every day. You want to put your little Q-tips in there and just pull one out every day and rub it around in your ears and have just, it'll be like a little fancy thing that you do every morning with your little bird planter. So this guy, oh gracious, I can't even find it on the list. Where is it, Carol? Help me. Help me. I can't hear you. Oh, there it is. It's $15 and it's number 15. 1515. So if you like it and you like the number 15, then there you go. They do say you shouldn't clean your ears with Q-tips, but I see, there you go. There you go. Exactly, Delbert. I know that's probably not that safe to stick Q-tips in there, but you know what? It seems safer than anything else that I have tried. So a weird little flaw. I know people with that. Yes. And here's one of them. Lots of weird little flaws in this guy. Okay, let's do some tomatoes. Otherwise, we're going to end up all the tomatoes at the end. These are little salt and peppers also. So 2 little tomato salt and peppers. These are a little bit bigger than the other ones. They're made in Japan. Says that on the bottom, so that's why you know it's true, because it says right there. Except for it doesn't focus so you can see it, but come on, you goofball. There, made in Japan. And you can see it has a cork, and you can see it's a little tomato. And it has this funny little stem-y thing on the side, which is a little handle. And you can hold that while you go shake, 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 and you put all your salt and all of your little pepper onto your baked potato. This one has just a little bit of paint loss. You can see that there. You can see it just underneath the stem there, probably from people holding it and using it or something. I don't know. But this one doesn't seem to. So I'm going to guess this one was the pepper. Although this one has the bigger holes. Anyway, whatever. Salt and peppers. One has a little bit of paint loss. One does not have hardly any, really. And there you go. So they're a little tiny bit bigger. Let's measure them just so you know. I'd say they're about 2 inches across. So they're pretty small, but they're cute. So anybody need some salt and pepper shakers? $7 for those. $7, number 81. $7, number 81. You could use them as pumpkins. Sure, why not? Yeah, the vine. Yeah, I would not argue with that. Okay, so I have here a couple of pumpkin salt and pepper shakers. We could go through the details on that. This one's in really great shape. This one has just a little bit of color loss, and they're really cute little pumpkins. And those are $7, number 81. Hi, Gina Marie. How are you, my dear? It's very good to see you. See you. Yes, imperfections are a part of life. This guy has a little imperfection too. But you know what? He's too cute to pass him up. He came from the Great Junk Hunt. So I'm going to show him to you. He's a little ducky. He's so cute. So he's a little chalkware piece, and chalkware pieces almost always are imperfect. He kind of looks like chalk on the back. And on the front, he looks a little bit more like a duck. So that's what you got. You got one little ducky. And he doesn't have any friends, and he doesn't have any little mama or anything like that. But he's about 5.5 inches tall. A very lonely little ugly duckling, but he's not ugly. So there you go. So he isn't perfect. You can see there's on his cheek, there's a tiny little bit of color loss there. Tiny, tiny little bit of color loss on the end of his beak there. There's a little smudging on the top of his head, a little tiny bit. And just, here and there, there's just tiny little specks or whatever, but no big flaws. There's no chunks out of him, no big chips, no cracks. What he does not have is he does not have a hanger on the back. So you're going to have to get a little bit creative about how you put this guy onto your wall display. But he does not have a hanger on the back. Just know that. But he is so stinking cute. And you know how I am with chalkware. I just love it. And if it's in good shape, I pick it up and then I throw it down and then I pick it up and I sell it. And so this guy here, he's not on the list. What happened to the list? Okay, well, he's a little ducky and he is going to be letter D for duck. What? Nope, what? Is he on the list? Okay. She's throwing me off over there. She's trying to be organized, but she's confusing me. D for duck, and it is going to be $8. $8 for the little duck. He's so cute. Such a little great spring guy. $8. Yeah, Velcro would probably work. Okay, that's that one. What else have we got here that we want to sell? Let's see. Let's do a little cheapy one. Can you find this one for me, Carol? This is just a tiny, teeny, tiny little figurine, and it's a little robin. There's nothing on the bottom. It looks on the bottom like, oh, that's like really nice, like bone china, but it's not. It's just like bisky stuff, but it's so cute. So this is really perfect. You guys, I don't know if any of you do tiered trays. I love my little tiered trays in the house, but this is perfect because it's just tiny, tiny, but it has just enough height to, go behind something or fit right into a small spot on a tiered tray or on a windowsill. Really, this guy would fit anywhere. If you have one of those little boxes with all the holes in it, it would fit in one of those. He's really small. So he's only like 2.25 inches tall. So if you have a little spot that's 2.5 inches tall, he'll fit into that spot. He has no chips or cracks. He is not going to be expensive. If you only buy him today, let me know if you'd like me to just hold him and I'll mail him out, in a future box, because I'm not sure that you want to pay shipping just for this tiny little guy. But he is $6 number one. $6 number one for the little teeny tiny sweet little Robin. Let's see. I'm going to move on to fruit. We're going to do fruity. Okay, guys, this is one of my favorite things tonight. Just going to tell you now, one of my favorite things. I don't know. Maybe I forgot to put it on there. Who knows? I probably screwed up. It, it's unhooked. I need to rehook it. Give me just a second. There. Now I need to pinch that down so it doesn't come unhooked again. But anyway, it's this beautiful necklace. Look at it, so cute. So this is plastic fruit, folks. It is not it's not unfortunately, it is not Bake-A-Lite or anything like that. They're just plastic pieces of fruit, but it is just such a fun piece. Be just so fun to wear in the summertime or springtime, just covered with all of these little bits and pieces of fruit. So you've got pears and bananas and oranges and lemons and apples and all that all the way around. So it has a kind of a funky clasp that is, I'm sure, just not quite right, but it's still, it works. I mean, you can open it and hook the little thingy do in there. Or you could replace that, I suppose, if you wanted to. This is not a super, super high quality piece. I'm just trying to be frank and honest and make sure you understand what you're getting. It's got little metal, I don't know what you call those, but the little loopies between the beads, and then all the little fruit are on there with the little rings. Some smart jewelry person can tell me what the words are for all of that stuff. But it's just cute. It's very sweet and I love it. So that's all that really matters, is that I like it. So it is, if we measure it this way, it's just right about a foot. So it's about 2 feet all the way around. It's about 1 foot from top to bottom that's folded over. So there you go. It's about 2 feet. So if your neck is more than 2 feet around, this won't fit. But I think it's going to fit most necks. It would even fit mine if I were to undo it and put it on. Yeah, there's blueberries on there. You're right. Where'd the blueberries go? I can't find them in the screen. There. And there's some grapes because there's purple ones and there's blue ones for blueberries. There's little tiny yellow things. I don't know what those are. What's a little tiny yellow thing? Maybe it's a kumquat. I don't know. But anyway, I just love this piece. When I found it, I'd grabbed it and snatched it up so fast because I think it's just so cheerful and great. So, is it perfect? It is not. Is it imperfectly wonderful? Yes, just like me. So this little fruit necklace is going to be N for necklace, and it's going to be $21. $21 for the fruit necklace. Letter N. I didn't do this one, did I? Let's do this one. Okay. Right book. I love that too. It's one of my favorite things that I found. Okay, this is another little planter. So it's a little ducky. There's the little ducky. There's the little wheelbarrow. This is a small one. I believe this is unmarked on the bottom, but my research tells me that I believe this is a Royal Copley piece. So it goes for a fair amount online. I've got it marked way down for you tonight, but just know if you're a reseller, you could resell this piece. It's colored on both sides. I believe it to be Royal Copley. That seems to be the consensus everywhere that I looked. And Royal Copley does do some of these little ducks. So that makes sense to me. It's $14 and it's number 55. It's got no chips or cracks. It's it's really clean inside and it's in great shape and it's super cute. So this was $14, number 55 for the Royal Copley duck. Can you set that in the back for me? Oh, thank you, Book. Are you talking about this one right here, Book? I bet this is what you're talking about. This is a embroidered piece that I found. Picked it up this weekend and I just love it. So pretty. Let's see. We don't want to do 2 planters in a row, do we? Carol, did I put this on the list? It's a Rooster napkin holder. I did. Okay. Okay, so then let's do it. It's a Rooster napkin holder. It's got metal on the back, and that's where you put your napkins, right in the middle, right there. See, between the metal and the Rooster. And this is such a great one. It's got those super fluorescent colors, and it's just so cool. It's that same kind of stuff that those banks are usually made out of. I don't know what to call it, but it's not wood, it's not ceramic, it's something composite. It's signed on the bottom by a person named, oh wait, no, it's not a name. It's that Lego. I don't know how you pronounce that, but it's made in Japan. The Lego brand is, and that's what you get. So there you go. The cool thing about this is, not sure how it's going to show up, but we'll see. The the black light glows on that fluorescent paint. So, it's not glowing because it's uranium or anything, but it does look really, really cool when you shine the black light on the green and the orange. Really pick it up. It's not showing as much on the screen as it shows in person. That orange just like lights up. It's really cool. Anyway, so if you have a black light cabinet, you could put this in there and it would look really cool, like party time Rooster. So it's in good shape. It doesn't have major chips or, no chips or cracks. It doesn't have any major paint loss. The paint looks really quite good to me. The only kind of mushiness is on the bottom. You can see there, it's just, it's been sitting around, so it's not perfect on the bottom, but who cares? It's the bottom. My bottom isn't perfect either. It's $22 and it's number 68. $22, number 68. There you go. That's what it is. So this guy is 6 inches tall. It's the normal size of a napkin holder. You can put letters or whatever you want in there, really. See here, look at this. Here's a little, oops. Here's a little letter. You stick it in there, and then you send it off to the postman. Or you get it from the postman and stick it, yeah. Anyway, $22. Okay, what have we got? We are just cruising, but that's good because we got a lot. Let's do this little tiny guy. So I got some little teeny things today, you guys. I just kind of figured, well, let's make it fun so that if people just want to jump in and they don't want to spend a bunch of money, they could still participate. This is a little golden dove and it's plastic and it's made by, oh, this is not the normal one. This is, oh, gracious. Bluewood, Arwood, something wood. Starts with a B. It's Wood products. Whatever, who cares? It's made in the USA. It has a little hangy do in the middle there. So you stick a little tiny nail or something in your wall, stick this guy on there, and he will remind you of the little golden dove carrying a little bit of something fancy in his mouth. And that's what he'll remind you of, because that's what he is. He's 5.5 inches across from wingtip to wingtip. 5.5. That's what he is. He's plastic. He'll look real cute on your wall and with around all of your little stuff on your little display wall. So he just fill in a little hole. I like him, and you can have him. And he will be $6, number 21. There you go. $6, number 21. We're going to go to another Burwood. 6. Burwood. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Burwood. Burwood. Yes, that is what it is. Now that I got it out of the light, I can see it. It's Burwood. Not that anyone cares. This is another $6 item. I don't think this is very old either, but it is pretty. It's a tin, and it's got this little lady, and look, she's got fruit hanging off of her head. She's a little bit of a fruit head. I don't know what those are. Little kumquats, little olives. I have no idea, but some kind of fruit hanging right out of the back of her head. So this is really shiny and nice. It's like probably not that old. It's got a few crumbs in it from the cookies that were in there, but really it's just in pretty good shape. So there's no color loss, no scratches or dings or dents really. Maybe just around the edges, maybe a little bit of spot here where the color has been bonked just around, as you look around the edge of the top, maybe there's a couple little spots where the color is gone. You can see that there. So it has been rubbed off just a little bit on the edges, but mostly really good. No big scratches or no dents or anything like that. So here she is. Yes, it was Burwood. Thank you, book. Yeah, exactly. You see, keep a little snack on your head, and you're set for the day. And you can just go out and about, and then by the end of the day, you look ugly, and the fruit that's left has rotted and dripped down your shoulder, and you're ready for bed. But this is going to be $6, number 31. If you want a little tin, and you want it to have a lady on it, and you want that lady to have fruit on her head, then I have just made your freaking day. Because where else were you going to find that today? Let's do a wooden piece. Moved from the fruit back to the birds. This is a wood piece. It smells stinky in there. I don't know. Maybe it's like, I can't tell if it's a wood smell or if it's like it kind of smells like, smells like the urethane that was put on the outside, but maybe like they trapped the urethane fumes inside and it's just a little bit stinky. So I think I will leave that unboxed so that it'll air out. But anyway, there it is. It's a wooden box. It has it's hand carved. See, look at that, hand carved. All those flowers, those little birds. Whoa, look at that. So cool. And then around on the sides, same thing. There's a little bird there. That one's flying. These birds are very content and they're just happy and they're saying, oh, look, it's Mama bird and Daddy bird, and we're very happy together. And this one's like, ew, I'm flying away. Not happy at all in this family. And then there's the little chick on the end. And then on the back, there's another little bird that, I don't know, he's just kind of sitting there on the ground. And then this one looks like a duck. That's weird. That is weird. Like all the other birds are like some kind of bird, like a pheasant. And then on the end is a duck. So anyway, there you go. It's got just a bunch of birds. I'm going to guess that this is probably, just based on its color and its look, I'm going to say that it's probably redwood, but I don't know that. I'm not a wood expert, but it has, it looks like that. It's that kind of wood right there. And it's this pretty color. It's been stained and urethaned and kept all nice. It doesn't have any, I'm not noticing dents or dings or scratches or bad stuff. And then inside, it's nice and clean with just kind of a little bit of a stinky to it. So air that out, I would say. You kind of open it and you expect it's going to be that nice cedar smell. And instead it's like, ooh, that just like burns my nose a little bit. The Burwood, let's see. Some Burwood mirrors look like my Sirocco mirrors. Yeah, they kind of, and then what's that other brand too? There's another brand that does that kind of plasticky stuff that's painted and doesn't really look like plastic. Anyway, awesome book. I bet they are beautiful, beautiful mirrors. And they're even more beautiful when I'm looking in them. Anyway, there you go. So there's your wooden box. And you can stick anything in this box you want. So get creative. Find some things to stick in a box. 5 3/4. 3 3/4. 3 1/2 tall. There you go. I would say it's probably not the right size for note cards. It's probably just a little bit too small to stick your note cards in there. I don't know that you could use this as a, yeah, can you think you can get some without knocking everything down. I think it just might not be tall enough to use this as a recipe box. So you're going to have to stick your brooches in there and your cufflinks. Oh, thank you. You did get some. Let's see it. Let's try it. Then we'll know. Yeah, see, no, they don't fit. Well, no, they don't really fit. They're too tall. Yeah, don't use this as a recipe box. This is not recommended. 10 out of 10 don't recommend for recipe boxes. So I guess I would say around the underneath side of this lid, there's a couple little spots where it has just a little bit of a dent there. So that right there, and did I see another one or was it just, yeah, and right here on the corner. I mean, it's so minor. Anyway, such a really beautiful little box and all covered with birds that were just put there by hand. Somebody used their hand and they did that. And now it's for sale. And wouldn't they be pleased that we are going to send it to your house so you can fill it up with all of your fancy things. And you're going to do that for $22, number 51. $22, number 51. It's so pretty. Love it. Okay, we did the strawberry a little earlier, and our friend Chad picked that up. We also have the apple. So if you have strawberry jam, you are out of luck. That's gone. But if you have some apple jelly, well, you could stick that right in here. So these are made out of white milk glass. They're unmarked on the bottom as to who made them. So it was made by some anonymous little factory somewhere. There's no chips, no cracks on this. Let's double check the rim. So yeah, I don't see any signs of wear and tear on the pear. But it's not a pear, it's an apple. So it's you've seen these before. It's red on one side, kind of yellow on the other. Looks like an apple. And it's the size of an apple, it's the color of an apple, and it's the smell of glass. There you go. So stick your little apple craziness inside of there and serve it on up. So this, my friends, is a little apple jar. And it is apple milk glass jam jar, $15.73. $15, number 73. So speaking of little jam jars, what if you have peach jam? Oh gosh, what will you do? You cannot stick peach jam in an apple jar. So Homeco, yes, but they're the ones that makes a bunch of those too. So look at this. Here's a little peach jar. This one's Lenox. See that? Look on the bottom where it says Lenox. All goldy and shiny and sparkly and all that. 1991. Handcrafted in Malaysia. Good old Malaysia. So this is a small little guy. He's about 4 inches tall-ish, maybe a little less than that actually even. And it's pretty. It's got little peaches on it. And if you prefer apricots, then look at that. Oh, it's got apricots on it. And on this side, whoop, there's more of them. They're on both sides. And on the side, the side sides, when it has the little handle thing, then there's just one little peach there. So 2 peach, 1 peach, 2 peach, 1 peach. And then on the top, 1 more peach. And that's the little handle. And it's and you lift that up and it goes, oh, there's the perfect little lid that has no chips or cracks. And inside, what is that? Gracious me. It is a little ceramic spoon that has the little leaf, says Lenox on the back, and you can just scoop out whatever it is you want to scoop out of here. Now, this is pretty small for a jam jar, actually. I'm not real sure if that's its intent or if it's supposed to be for sugar or just what you would use it for, but you can use it for anything you want that you can scoop out with a tiny spoon, like that, and then you stick it on your plate and you go on your merry way. So Lenox, it's real lovely. It's little and it's cute and it's lovely. And it's got all 3 pieces. It's got a lid, a spoon, and a bottom. It is $15, but let me just show you, there is one tiny, tiny, tiny flaw on this. I did not notice it when I bought it at the Great Junk Hunt this weekend, but it is a tiny, tiny little flaw. It is tiny, but it is a flaw. This leaf right here, so this leaf is just kind of, it's embossed, but it's just on the lid. This side, the little leaf sticks up. And where it sticks up, oh darn it, it has a little chip right there. See that? You can see, I mean, it's small because you can see next to my finger, my big chonka finger. But when I'm holding it up real close, you can kind of see that it's there. It is little, but it is there. So there you go. So it's a little Lennox jar with a little Lennox lid and a little Lennox spoon and a little Lennox chip on the leaf. Tiny. $15, number 70. 70, number 70 for the peaches. Do you guys know that song, the Peaches song? Yeah, Sweet for Marmalade. There you go. Sweet Marmalade. I'm not going to sing that song because I'm not that good. I'm no Christina Aguilera. But do you know the Peaches song by the Presidents of the United States of America? I love that song. Look, it's a parrot. And it's not just a parrot, it's a pair of parrots. A pair of parrots. So these are the same, except for they're different. That's the thing about the parrots. They're shaped the same, they're facing the same direction, which is a little bit of a bummer because it kind of seems like one should have been facing that way, but it isn't. It's facing the same way as its friend, but they're painted differently. So, maybe you just decide, oh, well, I love that one with the yellow head, and that other one is ugly, and I'm just going to chuck it. So do that. I don't care. You do whatever you want. But this one has a yellow head and kind of an orange body and a red tail. This one has more of like a limey green and blue head and an orange chest and a yellow tail. But they're really, really nicely painted. These are, I would assume, somebody's handcrafted ceramic piece. Oh, it's got a little bit of a spider web inside of it. Who knew? I'll dust that out. But there you go. So they're two parrots. So I like them. They're really, really nicely done. Look at the painting that was done on these. They're just so cool. So much detail in there. I mean, usually when you see ceramics that were hand done like that, they do not look this cool. So when I bought these at the auction, and I had no idea that they were a hand done ceramic thing. I thought they were fancy pants. And then I was like, oh my word, somebody did that work. 9.5 inches tall. That's what we're discovering here. 9.5 inches tall. This one has a little tiny spot there where the color's off. That's tiny. This one, I don't, oh, maybe on the right there, there's I mean, we're getting really nitpicky. They're pretty darn good shape. So each one of them, 9.5 inches tall. They are ceramic. They are beautiful. And they are parrots. It's a pair of parrots. So if you were thinking my house needs a pair of parrots, then you would want to come up with $12 and you're going to want to put the number 72 in the chat. 72. Number 72 for $12. Those are some cheap parrots. Hey, Carol, would you set these in the back there where I'm not going to knock them down, please? I was just meant on the red table here. All right, where are we going to go next? Let's do a fabric piece. Oops. Look. So this is, I think it's like just a napkin. It's a single napkin. But it's that old cotton muslin type, just like those, just like the tablecloths that have a similar look to this. So you could use this as a center on your table, or you could use this in your bread basket, put the bread in there and then flop that over the top and it would look so cute with your bread in it, or use it as a napkin, or use it as anything you want. You could just pop it on top of your head and have a weird little napkin head, a hat, or anything that you want to do with it. But it really is in good shape. It's like I don't want to say it's never been washed, but it doesn't have signs of having been washed. The colors are still very vivid and vibrant on that. The red around the edge is not faded. The red is not faded into the white. It's really, really nice. So it's got the fruit on the one corner, and then around the rest of the corners, it has the lines. And that's it. So little fruits and little fruits, little fruity fruits. So this guy here, this is a napkin, and he is a letter P. P for pretty cool. And it's $5. $5 for the napkin. That I also got at the Great Junk Hunt this weekend. You can tell I was on the lookout for fruity stuff. And I indeed was. Okay, let's do the little red bird, shall we? Let's do the red bird. So this guy, he again, just like the green one, this guy has some scuffing on him. And um I I don't know what to say about that. What's that? Leanne, thank you so much. I forgot to ding my bell tonight. I have a hard time getting into new habits, but you got the bell. So this says on the bottom, it has that sort of a look. It's signed by 1997, I believe. And I don't know whose signature that is. So I don't know what to tell you about this guy. I'm gonna just tell you, he's a little scuffy, and there's spots where it almost seems like the red is coming off, like it's flashed on. I don't think it is, but it almost has that look. This one is a little bit perplexing. It came with the other two. It has the look of a cardinal of virtue, has the same shaped tail that's been pulled, but look at the underside there. You can see there's a spot. Maybe you can't see on there. See, so look right here. When I move my finger, look right there, and it kind of looks like there isn't any red there. I don't know just what to think of it, you guys. I'm just trying to be as honest as I can be about this. I am not sure about this. The signature on the bottom is not Leo Ward, and it is not the other dude. I don't know who that is. So maybe this is some other factory. See that signature? That's the signature. There, yeah, that's the bottom. Hi, Marianne. And it has that sticker, which is a little bit different sticker than you usually see on these. So there you go. This one is marked down just a little bit in price because I just don't know the story of it. I don't know exactly what to say about it. It is scuffy, and I just don't know. I put the light on it. It's definitely not picking up any of the Amberina selenium. So usually the red ones do. So you make your decision about the red bird. I don't know for sure exactly what to say about that. So this guy is going to be $19, and it's number 95. Just $19 for the red bird. He's got the little cardinal peak on the top. He's shaped like he belongs, but he's got a little few things about him that just make me question my life and times. So there you go. $18, number 95. I said 19. I think I meant 18. So let's do 18. So thank you, Leanne. We'll send it to you for 18. Okay. Awesome. Love it. Thanks, Leanne. Okay, let's do these. I've never brought anything like this before, so we'll see what you guys think of this. These were made, I should have looked up how to pronounce that. Is it Ixtapa? That's what it looks like. It's probably not how you pronounce it. And I'll probably make a fool of myself for saying that. I just don't know. Anyway, it's somewhere in Mexico that these were made. In that place that starts with an Ix. Yeah, see, Marcella, that's what I was saying. It should, usually the red ones are amberina and they glow on the bottom. This one definitely does not. So it's just a red glass. Yeah. Did it? I think that's just the orange light behind us. It really does not seem that it has any glow to it. So that's what makes me just question it and wonder about it. I mean, if I was certain that it was a Cardinal of Virtue by Leo Ward or one of them, it would be a lot more money. I'm selling it for 18 because I just don't know its story, but it's still cute. It's pretty. It'll look nice in your window. So Leanne said that she wants it and it's going to go to her house, so she'll decide. So, okay. So these are, they're wood. There's wood inside. See this hole here? It's like there was something put over the wood. It's something very shiny and smooth. It's like it was maybe like vacuum sealed on there, maybe. That's what it seems like. See in the hole, you can see the kind of balsa wood underneath. I don't know. Maybe it's that there's something there and it's dipped in and pulled out. I don't know just how these are made, but they're pretty. I mean, look how fruity that is. It's just so cute. So there's a little one and then there's a bigger one, and you're going to get them both. So they say the same thing on the back. They're made in 2005 in Ixtapa. Nobody corrected me, so maybe you don't know any better than I do. So that makes me feel better. So this one has all the fruit on the front of the melons and all that, and the bananas and the meloners and all that. So you get a little one and you get the big one. Look, see? So the little one is about 9.5 or so, and the big one is 12, 13, just under 14 inches long end to end. So you can use these for whatever you want. I don't know how they're made exactly. It seems like it would be great for a little fruit bowl on your table. You could stick your fruit in there with all the fruit. It's not super tall. It's fairly shallow, maybe like inch and 3/4 tall, maybe something like that. But it's all this. It looks like hand painted by Manuel Vargas. But I don't know how these were done. I just don't. But I think they're just neat. Underneath there is wood. On the outside here is something that isn't wood, and they're cool. So you pick them up and you see if you can figure out how they were made, and please let me know if you do, because I'm curious. I think they're really lovely. What? Yeah, that's what I was saying. The white spot is, you can see that's the wood. It's on both of them. Yeah, there's raw wood underneath that round circle in the middle, which makes me feel like I just don't know. I mean, this looks kind of splattered up on it like it's paint of some sort. So maybe they stick a stick or something on there with some sticky, and they dip them down into really shiny paint, and that paint all runs off. I don't know. I can't decide and I can't figure it out, but they're shiny and they're pretty and they're cool. They're pretty lightweight because it's like a balsa wood sort of a thing underneath there. Anyway, I don't know their story. I just know that they're cute and very, very summery looking. So they'd look great in your house, and you can have them for $15, number 32. $15, number 32 on the 2 serving plate platter things. If anybody knows the story there, I would love to know. Here's a similar thing, actually. But this is actually made in the USSR. This one is not marked, but came with a whole set of things that were from the USSR. And by looking at this, you know. So this one has cherries on it, so I brought it tonight. So this is one of those spoons, and it's made out of some kind of wood or something. And that, what? What just happened? Oh, she must have got a phone call. I don't know. That was weird. Anyway, these have that painting over the outside. This one has, quite a bit of gold, and it's got the cherries, and it's just really pretty. So these were made in the USSR. I have a whole bunch of this stuff. If you want more, tell me, because I can bring it to a future sale. I can't get to it right this minute. Sorry. But this guy here, if you want the spoon is a letter S for spoon, and it is $6. Carol stepped out, so now I'm going to have to keep track. Yikes, what are we going to do? Hi, Chicago lady. How are ya? Glad you're here. We are just cruising around today, doing some stuff, selling some things, showing some stuff, having a good old time. We've got a couple more tomato salt and peppers. Guys, I have a whole box of these. I told you I have a lot of tomatoes. I didn't pull out all of the tomato stuff, but I pulled out a few of the salt and peppers for tonight. So one has three holes, one has 2 holes. These are a little bit larger. These ones are going to be about 2¼ 2½, say almost 2½ inches across. And they're not marked as being made in Japan. They certainly have that look, but they are not marked made in Japan. So I don't know where for sure these were made, but they appear to be cold painted with no color loss. I don't see any significant color loss. This one has just a little bit of smudging on that spot there. It might be sticker residue. It feels like it kind of, I think it's sticker residue, so it'll probably peel off, but you're going to want to do that carefully so you don't lose your cold paint. At any rate, that's what you've got here. It has, they have plastic stoppers. So these ones are probably a little newer than the ones we showed you earlier. These ones are more of a true red. So the ones that we showed earlier, you can see have more of an orange look. These are really a true red, very kitschy. These look really great in your kitschy kitchen. In your kitchen. So these right here, friends, these are the largest ones that we have tonight. These are $7, just like the other, $7 and number 16 if you want the little bit larger tomato, salt, and peppers in a true red. And Lois, I see you for that. Thank you for picking up the letter S spoon. I'm going to write you down since Carol isn't here. Otherwise, we are going to just go right off the rails. Okay, got you down. Thanks so much, Lois. And Lois, did you buy the, remind me, Lois, did you buy the great big honky swung vase last week? I think it was you. And I just now finally found a box that's big enough. I had a box, so it's in this box right here. I'll just show you. It's in this box. This is how I had intended to ship it. It goes right up end to end in this box. And so I'm just scared to death to ship that like that. So I was looking for a bigger box. I did find one. So I will get that shipped to you. I haven't forgotten you. I haven't forgotten you, and I apologize for the delay on getting that shipped out. I just want to get it to you safely. Marianne, all in the Attic Treasures. It is not my first solo live sale. So despite the fact that it seems like it would be my first one, because all is chaos, that's what all of these lovely people in the chat come here for every week, is for this kind of chaos. So no, not my first live sale. We've been doing live sales since coming up on a year. My first really big one was 4th of July. And this year for 4th of July, I will have several. I have a lot of 4th of July stuff. So anyway, but no, not my first live sale. But thanks for joining us today. I'm glad that you're here for the first time. We love that. That's awesome. Love having you here. So thank you. We're going to look at a couple of plates. Now, you guys, I really don't very often buy like wall plates, decorative wall plates. But I did get these, and I'll show you why. They're little tiny. These guys are 5¼ not even 5¼ inches across. They're small. There's 2 of them. They're going to come to you together. And they have birds on them, which are 3-dimensional. Is that so great? So here's the little blue jay. And then this one is, I don't know, some kind of like a sparrow or like a regular birdie kind of a bird. So now you get both of those, a blue jay and a bird. And they face each other, so you can put them like that, hang them on your wall. They even have little strings on the back already so that you can hang them on your wall. Oh, this one says blue jay right on it. They're Norcrest. Made by Norcrest. That one's a blue jay. And what does this one say? Oh, it's a Baltimore Oriole. So if you're from Baltimore, I apologize for offending you by calling that a sparrow. This one has the tiniest little chip on the end of its wing. It's not broken off. It's just chipped right there. And it's chipped a long time ago. So it's discolored brown, which makes it just kind of blend right in. And then it has just tiniest bit of color loss on its little blue beak. Its beak should be a little bit more blue. It has a little bit of white on the end of it where the blue has come off. But that's as picky as we need to be on these. Oh, wait, I take it back. There's a little chip on the edge of this one. This one has just a little chip on the edge. So the blue jay, I don't see any problems with him. He could use another good scrub. I guess I did not scrub him as well as I thought I had as I'm looking at him again now. He's been hanging on somebody's kitchen and there's just a bit of that, kitcheny, greasy stuff on there. So I'll do that again. But no chips or cracks on him. And then the Oriole has just those few little flaws that I pointed out. But so that's what you get. You get 2 3-dimensional bird plates. I'll try to hold them this way so you can kind of see the dimension on those. The wings stick up. I will say that the set came with 4, but one has some really pretty significant flaws to it. So I decided to put these 2 together for tonight. So the 2 plate birds, or bird plates. Oh, Carol stepped out. So what are we going to do? We're going to have to look for ourselves and here we go. They're $20 and number 46. $20, number 46 for the 2 Norcrest plates with birds on them. The Blue Jay has the Norcrest sticker. The Oriole, his sticker has gone long time ago. It's been gone. So those are $20 for the 2 little cute bird plates. I think we didn't do this one. I think we are kind of getting there, friends. We went pretty quick. It's right at 6 o'clock, so we've probably lost Delbert. He's over there at Joni, so we're going to head over there too shortly. So this is one more planter. It's really such a cute little bird. This one has no chips or cracks, really in good shape, made in Japan, marked on the bottom. There's good color on it. I don't see color loss. And it's just such a really pretty bird. So I have no idea what kind of bird that's intended to be, but it has the pretty little red head and the green tail and the blue wings. It's a pretty little bird. That's what you got. A pretty little bird on a planter, a log planter. So we're going to measure it from the tall part here to the tall part there. So at kind of an angle, and it's about 6 1/4 inches. So if you can get a sense of that, that's about what that is. So that's going to be the bird planter. I've noticed that it's about the right size that you could stick a phone in it, but and it is a heavy planter, but it still does maybe want to tip over a little bit. I'm not sure that you would use it for that purpose, but you could definitely stick something down in there if you didn't want to use it as a planter. He's $12, number 100. This is a really, really great one. I love this one. $12, number 100. And I think we have just one more item left. Who was it that picked up that spoon? Let me scroll back down. Lois. I have a second one of those spoons. This one is different. So the one that you picked up is the shinier one with the pointy top. This one has a different kind of pointy top and same size, maybe a tiny bit longer, but this one's not as shiny. And this one has grapes on it. So if anybody would like that, put the letter T in the chat. And it's also $6. So $6 for this USSR spoon. It has a little bit of smudging or paint loss there. Really not bad at all, though, considering how old this is and that it's that hand painted over wood spoon. Anyway, letter T for that one if you want the grape one. And then I had one more item. Be right back. Yes, Delbert is guesting with Joni on Vintagerous book. So we're going to all head over there pretty shortly here. So this is one of those pieces of, you can see through it. See, you can see me through there. You can see the light through it. It is silk inside there, and it's embroidered. And it's a little, I don't know, some kind of a little bird. Let's hold it up there so you can see him. But look at the coolness of this. This is that silk that's embroidered so perfectly and so beautifully that you can look at it from both sides. There is no bad side on this. It's beautiful on both sides. Is that so crazy? That's amazing work. So it also has just a beautiful brass piece that it is attached to. So the frame, and so of course it spins so that you can get that sense of it being visible on both sides and the great beauty that's there. So this is about 4.5 inches tall, something like that, 4.5 inches tall. It's a small one, so you don't have to invest a ton of space into this, but it really, really is cool. So it's $10 and it's number 65, just $10 for the brass piece. It has some discoloration on the brass there, but who cares? It's beautiful. So $10, number 65. All right, friends, we're going to call it quits in a hurry. Hello, Betty. Welcome. And we're just finishing up here. So let me just give everybody just a quick heads up that next week there will be no sale here. 65. Marianne, you'd like to have that, and I would love for you to have it. So thank you so much for picking that up. Ding the bell. So all in the attic treasures. And that is Mary Ann. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. We'll ship it over to you tonight. So next week, friends, I have a work commitment, so I can't be here. Claudia will be having the skunky sale on her channel. So tune into Claudia next week at our normal time. She'll be telling dumb dad jokes and being a goofball. And being actually her normal, wonderful self is probably what she'll actually do. But so next week, check in with Claudia. The following week, we have a really, really awesome sale. It's the one I've been looking forward to for months. It's a tea party sale. I'm begging you to come to that sale, please. It's going to be really, really awesome. And Claudia will be guesting on that at some point as well. So my friend Claudia and friends in the chat, thank you for being here again with us tonight. We love having you here. We love spending our Tuesday nights with you. Really, really appreciate the kindness and the generosity of spirit that you all bring to the channel and the patience that you have with us as we fumble our way through life. So thanks for being part of it. Thanks for being part of the Skunky family. And we thank you so much for emailing me, Marianne. Appreciate that. We'll watch for that and we'll get that out to you tonight. We really, really recommend, friends, and this is a true recommendation. This is an ad right here. We recommend that you go from here to Joni's channel, which is called Vintagerous with a V, Vintagerous. And if you don't know how to find her, just search it in YouTube, Vintagerous, and it'll take you right there. And she does just a wonderful, wonderful little sale. And tonight she has guesting on her sale, selling for the very first time, our friend Delbert. So I'm anxious to get there and to see Delbert in person and to be part of that. So I'll see you in the chats on the other side. Have a really wonderful week, and I will see you again in the next one. Oh, one other thing. I'm on Claudia's channel on Thursday. So tune in to Claudia's channel on Thursday. Claudia, put in the chat the time of that. Remind me. And we have a really, really great sale. And it's like metal and wood and stone, something like that. It's like naturally stuff. It's going to be really fun. Anyway, love you all so much. Thanks for being part of our lives and part of our channel. We'll see you on the Vintagerous chat. Good night, everybody.